Declining air quality. What does this have to do with us? Well, you see, because of this issue, millions of people are dying each year prematurely. Air pollution is contaminated air caused by physical and chemical changes that affect health problems, global warming, acid rain, and the depletion of the ozone layer, which protects the Earth from UV rays. There are two sources of air pollution. We will be looking at the human activity and natural sources that contribute to air pollution. There are a few causes that contribute to poor air quality. These are natural sources like volcanic eruptions, allergens, and wildfires. Most sources of pollution come from human activity of energy and agriculture uses. The top main human pollutants are from factories, automobiles, firewood, and many more. You would think, how does this affect us? Well, large refineries are a major source of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. These are two causes that can cause respiratory problems and lung damage. Vehicles produce a large amount of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide and nitrogen oxide, which decreases the oxygen in the air. This can cause acid rain, which can also destroy building and the quality of seawater. This creates a cycle where air pollution leads to global warming, changing the climate change, which then leads to a rising temperature, which can intensify some air pollutions. Most pollutants come from energy and production. Smog and soot are the two types of common visible air pollutions. Smog is developed from combustion of fossil fuels that react with sunlight, creating a fog or a haze, which is enhanced by smoke or other pollutants. Car exhausts and coal power plants and factory emissions are all types of nitrogen oxide. Volatile organic chemicals are released from gasoline, paint, and cleaning solvents. Soot is made out of small particles of chemicals, soil, smoke, dust, or allergens in the formation of gases and solids. This creates a black powdery substance created by carbon and burning organic matter. Whether the pollutants are in the form of a gas or a solid, they both can make its way into the lungs and bloodstream and cause health issues relating to heart attacks, hastened deaths, and bronchitis. Toxic pollutants are also another type of air pollution that is produced by chemicals that are being released during gas or coal combustion, waste incineration, and burning of gasoline. Not only does this cause environmental effects, but it also contributes to causing health problems like cancer, respiratory problems, reproduction issues, and birth effects. This map is expressing the areas in Australia that are being exposed to different types of air pollution and how much is being exposed. In Port Hedland, iron ore dust is the biggest source of pollution, which is causing 30% higher than Western Australian standards. Mount Isa, copper, lead, and zinc mines are causing asthma mortality rates of 322% higher than Queensland. 11% children have higher levels of lead in their blood. In Gladstone, coal, aluminium, and chemical manufacturing are causing concerns of high levels of coal, alumina, dust, and toxic air pollutants. Hunter Valley coal mines and trains are exceeding 171 times the standard PM10 rate. Brooklyn has the worst air and dust pollution in Melbourne due to the nearby industrial estates. But there are many more big sources that contribute to the Earth's atmosphere. Even though Australia is measured higher than the recommended limits of our pollutant air, it is nowhere near as tragic as the Chinese capital, Beijing. Particulate matter is the total of solids and liquids in the air that can cause harm. It is a mixture of inorganic and organic particles such as soot, dust, pollen, smoke, and many more. The nationwide standard is at 2.5 particulate matter. This map expresses the largest hazardous area of pollution in China, having Beijing at the worst concentration of particulate matter. Studies have identified links to asthma, bronchitis, acute and chronic respiratory systems of shortness of breath and painful breathing, causing premature deaths because of air quality in this Earth. It is sad to know that each year around the globe, millions of people are dying each year. This graph shows that particulate matter can affect people in different places.
So, Dr. Chong, can you explain the figures relating to air quality and pollutant SARS?
Well, the World Health Organization states that anything over 25 PM2.5 are a health hazard. PM2.5 micrometers are fine atmospheric particles that penetrate deep into the lung, but can also enter your bloodstream, causing health issues. In one of the towns in China, the highest recording of air quality is 1000 PM2.5. You could only imagine how difficult it is to breathe, but also the rates of health risk relating to the respiratory system. These particles also enter the bloodstream, so are particularly dangerous.
Wow, okay, so going off that, how many people die each year from polluted air?
Unfortunately, about 1 million premature deaths occur each year in China.
Will there be any coal-fired power plants being built in the near future?
Unfortunately, there will be 200 new coal power plants will be built across the country, which will add to the greenhouse gases.
So what effects are being made in China to combat the pollution?
Well, China is trying to rapidly expand its solar supply, hoping by 2030 that 10% of the nation's electricity will be powered by solar. The only issue is the severe pollution is blocking sunlight, meaning that solar panels are not absorbing the maximum amount of light possible.
Now, while air pollution has caused many consequences, there are solutions. We can practice afforestation, use alternative sources like hydropower, and switch to compressed natural gases. The Environment Protection Authority Clean Air Act since 1970 have been undergoing acts protecting the public health. According to the EPA, there are lowered 6 common pollutants, particles, ozone, lead, carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxide, and sulfur dioxide, and several toxins. They have dropped nation emission of common pollutants by 70%. Emission reduction has led to a massive improvement in the air quality by 85% for lead, 84% for carbon monoxide, 67% sulfur dioxide, 60% for nitrogen dioxide, and 3% for ozone. We can limit toxic pollutants, smog, and greenhouse gases by decreasing the use of fossil fuels, transportation, manufacturing, and electricity generators. Reducing air pollution is not only leaves the earth cleaner and healthier, but it can also save millions of people from dying from toxic pollutants. Air pollution has always been around, but is now human activity's fault. Industrial factories need to be ethical to the atmosphere and each species that are living on this planet. Without this earth, they would have no jobs, no money, or life. They are depriving the rights of this land and suffocating until it dies. I have become more aware of the situation, and so should everyone else.
Strip, head to sit, the bulletin reads, the shoe fits, and I'm clueless. I knew just enough to do this, though I'm too stressed. I ain't giving up this new gift. See, I knew Miss would be my missus, and I caught when she blew kisses.